Blind. Excuse me. I don't know if anybody's here. Where's my other phone? I was gonna take my other phone to look at the chat, but that's not gonna work. I figured I'd sit in my little chair. I got the iPhone 10. I just bought it. I'm just kind of chilling around the house in my little Nike shirt here. Hey Susan, have you seen my phone? I just want to hop on here. Snoop, seriously? Come on, man. Come on, man. Snoop, why do you always have to bark when I'm on the phone? I mean, when I'm on the phone. He does. This dog gets jealous. I swear to God, he gets jealous when I'm on the phone. Hi, guys. Um, Thank you, Sunny Beach. Cam Hughes. Hey, Kiki. Kiki, do you love me? Mm. I just realized my necklace is backwards. Hey, Mary. Don't worry about modding. If the trolls come in here, let them come in. Let them troll. We're just hanging out. Limerick Island. Oh, it's raining there too. That is crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Oh, I just tried. Do you guys know who Brad Mondo is? Give me a 1 if you know who Brad Mondo is. I found him, like, I don't know. He kept coming up in my suggested because I watch makeup videos and stuff. Um, and so he kept showing, well, I don't really watch makeup videos. We'll talk about that another time, but he showed up in my suggested and I kept seeing him and seeing him and seeing him. And, like, you just like those things that come in your suggested. All right, at least one person knows who he is. Oh, 2 people. Yay. All right. So, oh, a few people. Love Hollister. What's up, girl? New York Urbanista. That's my homegirl. So he kept showing up in my suggested. So finally one day I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this guy. And, like, I fell in love. He's so adorable and so cute. So I ordered his glitterati, his hair stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I gotta tell you guys, I hate my hair. Like, I just hate it. And I'm pretty goddamn impressed with this glitterati shit. Like, I wanted to give it a fair test. I watched a couple of other people's reviews and I wanted to give it a fair test, so um what do you call it? Like, I only used that. I didn't use any of my normal products that I use, and I was like, wow, I mean, considering it's a rainy day, I mean, my hair is always flat looking because, like, it's just what it is. Yes, he has a twin brother. They look like exactly like it's so weird. Uh, you know, he anyway, I'm kind of feeling the glitterati. I'm kind of feeling it. Like, my hair was, like, so easy to blow dry. I don't know. I mean, not that it looks like that much better, but whatever. I usually don't part it in the middle. It just kind of fell this way. So you didn't get a notification, Christy? I hate when that happens. I have the same problem. I am Kiki, yeah, that's kinda why I'm going live. But I have the same problem, I don't get notifications. So I just kinda wanna echo what Kiki was saying, last night on her live. I know she got emotional and, yes, welcome, Show Me Mo Graves. I'm just gonna move this a little closer so I could see. Um, Sunny Beach blow dryer and brush, I didn't know he had that. Anyway, I just kinda wanted to echo what Kiki was saying last night. I've never been one to, like, go with the crowd. I've always kind of like, that's been me my whole entire life, is to not, like, follow what other people do. I've always kinda, like, done my own thing, you know? Um, and, I started seeing, unfortunately, there was a lot of people I made friends with on here, and over time, and especially in the last, I would say, couple weeks, um, a lot of the people that, like, I made friends with, I'm just shocked at the way they're behaving. Uh, and I don't want to be part of it. I don't. The reason we all know that there's people on here that I don't care particularly for. I don't think I need to say their names. And one in particular that I really, really don't care for. And I don't think I need to say their names. I think we all know who I'm talking about. And one of the main reasons that I don't care for that person is because of the way that they talk to other people. Um, I think they're changing that now, and I'll give some credit where credit's due, but I think it's only for their own. benefit, if that makes sense. Uh, because you catch more flies, honey, with vinegar than you do with honey. But and that's fine. But the whole reason I feel like this whole group of whatever we are, whatever we want to call ourselves, we came together for that reason is because we didn't like the way that, you know, this person talked to other people and the way they treated other people uh and labeled other people. And that is something that and I'm not saying I don't do it. I'm not saying I don't talk bad about people because I would totally be lying, if I said that. But I feel like, there's just certain people who, like, kinda like, I hate to say this, but deserve it because they're such assholes. And then there's people who like, Republican Ash the other night, okay? I really felt like crying while I was watching that live. It just hurt my heart. Ash is a good person. Like the rest of us, she voices her opinion and, sometimes her opinions might be a little strong and whatever, but I don't think that it was necessary to put her up on a panel and have a bunch of people call in and bash her the way that they did and confront her. I just don't think that's the way you solve problems. And I've been seeing this over the last couple of weeks. I saw it with Ems, who now has taken a hiatus from YouTube, which is very sad to me because nobody should be having to leave YouTube because people are being fucking assholes. Um, Today, people send me things all the time, and today somebody sent me somebody's video, okay? Well, I go to the video and I watched it, right? And there was a couple of parts, I felt were, I don't know, I guess kind of like subliminal messages. And I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat right now, guys. I just want to get this out without being distracted. Um, just kind of like being threatening, like, oh, people are gonna come at you, bad things are gonna happen. And I read The Art of War. And like, I'm sorry if you use that book as a manual for your life, that's kind of psychotic. I'm just saying, but that's besides the point. Because you shouldn't be looking at life like it's a war and you're gonna be constantly fighting other people. I don't know. But anyway, I saw Diane go into the live and donate $25 and tell her, "Come in my live, and you're gonna wanna be there." And that really like, I got very upset, and I emailed Diane, and, and I don't wanna put Diane down. I had a lot of respect for Diane, but lately, I'm just confused. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm confused. I'm confused. Because in one breath she's saying, "Oh, I don't wanna have problems with people and the drama and, it's for the subs and, uh, yada, yada, yada." Uh, and then it's like, but you do something like that. I mean, you invited drama into this chat. Like, I don't understand this. What's going on in New York City? Hold on. Um, so you know, I don't know. I just felt like it was not right. And yeah, it ended off on a positive note and I credit Wendy. I think she kind of turned it around. So respect to her for that. She did turn the chat around, but like I was in that chat and I'm reading what people are writing and some of it was so fucking mean. I mean, they're picking on this girl for living at home with her parents. First of all, Ash is young, okay? And I don't want to disrespect Ash. I don't even know if she's in here. But Ash is a young girl, okay? We know that she has a learning disability and some, diagnoses. Oh my God, helicopter crash in New York City. That is fucking scary. Where? But, geez, New York, huh? My whole point is that, like, if you know that about somebody, I'm not saying that that gives somebody a right to, um, say whatever they want or to hurt people or whatever, but they do process things and understand things differently than, you and I would. And I would think that, people here would have enough empathy, and consideration, um, to understand that and to not go make 5 million lives, talking shit and then erasing them, because I think that is a big problem on YouTube, is that everybody's like, they go on these lives, they talk bunch of shit, and then they erase it, okay? And when you do that, you're leaving it up for, interpretation. You're leaving it up for other people to say, "Oh, well, this was said," and it's like that game of telephone that you play when you're a little kid, and it keeps getting changed as it goes down. Watching news in Midtown, holy shit. I don't know if I can handle this, you know? So to me, I feel like just have a fucking heart, man. I mean, there was people in there that I respected at one time that, I'm sorry, I lost a lot of respect for. I really, really did. And we all know Tilly, and she was saying at the end of the live that she's like, I think Makeup Mobster is being manipulated. No, Makeup Mobster is not being manipulated. Makeup Mobster has a heart, okay? Makeup Mobster is a human being who has empathy and tries to understand other people and doesn't think that it's necessary to, befriend somebody. 51st, 52nd, and 7th Avenue. Holy shit. Ugh. I wish I knew where my other phone was because this is like mind blowing. Is anybody hurt? Hey, Ash. Anyway, I'm not being manipulated. I'm just backing away from the drama. I don't want to be involved in it. That's not manipulation because I have a heart and I want to be, not associated with people who, go out of their way to hurt other people. Um, I just don't want to be part of that, I don't. So I feel like it's kind of no news on it. Okay. Wow. Jennifer J, keep us updated. Same thing with NYC or Benista, please. Please. So, I feel like that whole thing could have been done in private, okay? I spoke to Ash yesterday, and I don't want to give the personal details of our conversation, but I just feel like, she was upset. Anybody that was in her live yesterday, they probably heard it. They probably, realized it. And I stood up for her. And you know what? If people are gonna get mad at me for that, get mad at me. You could hit the unsubscribe button and leave. I don't care. That's not why I came here. So I'm not going to uh it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I went in this live last night and I kind of lurked and I saw a lot of really, really mean things being said by people. Heartless, mean, really, really fucked up things. And I don't know. There's this thing, and this is another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about because I say it in the live, and it's not gonna come across in like the chat because everybody it's moving so fast, you can't read everything and whatever. Um, you don't have to respond to every single time somebody talks shit about you. I know it's hard and I know it's upsetting. And trust me, I've seen a lot of people talk shit about me on here. I know I mean I do have respect, but there are people that don't like me, and that's okay. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. But I don't really, I always say to everybody, and I used to say it to my mom a lot because when people would say things, she was very sensitive to people talking about her. And I would say to her, look at the source and where the hatred or whatever are coming from, and like decide if that person's even important enough to really give a shit what they think about you. Because if some fucked up asshole is talking shit about me, like, look where their life is. Where's your life? What are you doing in life? So don't talk to shit about me. I don't really care what you have to say about me. And I'm not gonna call this person out, but somebody I had a conversation with somebody and they were like, "Well, so and so called so and so an idiot." And I'm like, "Okay, and can so and so just ignore it? Is so and so an idiot? No. So why should you even care? Just ignore it." An idiot, guys, that's a word, it's a fucking word. Sticks and stones may break bones. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's grow up. We're grown women. We are grown women. You can't handle somebody calling you an idiot. You need to get the fuck off YouTube. I'm sorry. That's just that's just it. You gotta go. You shouldn't be here if you can't handle somebody calling you an idiot. Because guess what? People are gonna call you an idiot, and people are probably gonna call me an idiot after this. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of shit talked about me after this, and that's fine. Go ahead, talk shit about me, you know? Unless somebody's lying about you and accusing you of doing things that you didn't do, I mean, all right, I understand addressing that kind of shit, but if somebody's just calling you a name, do you really give a shit? There's been a lot of lies told about me on here. I heard somebody saying that the cops never came to my house. Did I get up on a live and start going off about it? No, because it's not true. And any person with a brain sat on my live that night and saw that the cops were at my house. So why even bother addressing that? I'm not going to address it. You just sound like an idiot. You're making yourself look stupid. Trust me, if you give people rope, they will hang themselves eventually. It's I promise you guys. I promise you guys. You don't have to always point it out. They'll hang themselves eventually. They do get offended very easily. Um and it's upsetting. It's just like I couldn't believe sitting in that chat the other night and people are like making fun of her about her cat and the stroller and I'm sorry Diane and the rest of the girls in the group, but yes, you guys are showing a little favoritism towards a certain somebody. I saw it with my own eyes. I see it. I am not just a creator, I am a sub. I watch in the chats just like, people who sub to these channels do. And I mean, you do. I'm sorry. You could deny it all you want. I'm not buying it, dude. And I'm not just gonna go along with it to kiss everybody's ass. I don't have to be friends with people. If I don't like somebody, and that's like my whole channel is revolved around that, okay? If I don't like somebody, I am not going to talk to them. Like I lived my life for the last 10 years of my life uncomfortable to make other people happy, and you know what it did? It gave me anxiety, it made me unhappy, it made me angry with myself. I felt like I wasn't being true to who I was. I felt like I wasn't being true to what I stand for. I'm not fucking doing that shit anymore, okay? My integrity is more important than kissing somebody's ass on a live because a group of people might not like me. Go ahead, don't like me. My own family, fuck them. Okay, I'm not gonna go along with your guys' bullshit, so sorry. Something happened in my family that was wrong, okay? Wrong on all levels. And I'm not gonna get into the details because it involves a minor and an adult. I'll just put it like that. And there was a lot of victim blaming going on, and I didn't care for it and I didn't accept it, and I was very vocal about it, and it made family members resentful towards me, and if they wanna be resentful towards me because I'm sticking up for an innocent minor, so be it. I'm not gonna sit around, and I made a big mistake during that whole situation. I mistakenly turned my back on somebody who was victimized to make other people happy, and I'm not doing that anymore. So, anyway, I just wanted to get that out. If this makes people hate me, I rather you guys hate me for being real than love me for being a fake ass kisser. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I thought they were friends a while ago. Okay, I'll look at chat. Jen drives a Jeep. Yes, exactly. I have to be able to look at myself in the mirror at the end of the day. And if that means me sitting by myself and not having like YouTube friends, oh well. I know I have friends still, but here's the thing, I saw Laura's apology to me, okay? I should probably address this too while we're sitting up here. And Laura, I accept your apology. I appreciate it. I feel like I'm in a place where, I would want to be friends with you again. No, because I don't think that your behavior has really changed. And I don't even know if you truly understand why I was angry with you. I backed away from you simply because you became friends with somebody that I don't want to be associated with. I knew it was going to turn into, hey, you want to do a live with this person? No, no, I don't want to be associated with that person. I don't, their behavior and my behavior does not align. Um, and I backed away. I don't want that person knowing any more personal details about my life or anything like that. I just don't. I just don't want to be associated with that person. She makes me uncomfortable. No, thank you. Call me a pussy because I don't want to go up on panels with that person. I don't really care. I have a family. I have a child. I have a husband. I have in-laws that I am going to try to keep it. Try to keep it classy on here as much as I can. Um, and I'm not gonna embarrass my family like that. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm a mother. What if my son's, friend finds me on here? A friend from Facebook that, I knew but don't really know all that well. She found me on here because she was following the Chris Watts trial and followed this other person and then found me. And she contacted me and that could very easily happen. Somebody could find me on YouTube. I don't advertise my YouTube to like my friends or on my Facebook or anything like that, but people can find me. And if down the road my son gets older, if he makes friends with somebody, I don't want them finding me plugging, makeup mobster into a chat and then finding somebody else's live where I'm screaming my head off at this person. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. Like, it's not happening. I don't have the patience to talk to a person like that. So it's more about knowing myself and how I am than it is about me being a pussy, if you want to call me that, which is fine. Go ahead, call me that. It's really just I know I've learned over the last couple of years, hey Leanna, you know what? You're a little aggressive. You could be an asshole. You say hurtful things when you're angry. You're impulsive. You're a bitch sometimes, straight up. Avoid situations like that, okay? Where you're not going to be able to handle yourself and keep yourself calm. So, um, thank you, Lee. That's my nickname too, Lee. People call me Lee. Well, my family did. So I'm not gonna get up on a panel with that person and talk to them. But I got off track here. I was really talking about Laura. So Laura, the whole reason, as far as Laura goes, the whole reason was, Laura, I sent her that nasty email and you see, there you go. I regret doing that because it was impulsive and I was angry in that moment. Okay. Um, because I was watching her live that night when the cops came to my house, and she's sitting there like she still doesn't understand why I wrote that email. So I'm gonna explain to you why I wrote that email. I wrote that email because you're sitting there denying that the cops are at my house. And then you're calling up the precinct and you're basically trying to discredit me and make me look like a liar. So, I think I had a right to be angry. I could have handled my anger better in that moment, but I didn't. And that's why I know myself too well that if I'm on a panel with somebody who's being just stupid and irate and just what's the word? I always get brain farts on here. Uh, somebody wanna help me out here? Just, holy shit, I hate when this happens. Getting, somebody who's, they can't, like, control themselves, whatever, irrational. Thank you, Pugs. Thank you, irrational. When you're dealing with somebody irrational who just screams and yells and da 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 da, I don't want to deal with that shit. I'm just gonna go off and I'm gonna call you out on everything and I'm gonna make you look really stupid. So, and I'm gonna make myself look stupid in the process because I could be a petty asshole too. So, hold on a second. So I'm not gonna put myself in those positions. Um, I see Laura on these lives and she's yelling and she's screaming and I understand. Listen, I do understand why these people go off sometimes. I mean, it has to be annoying, but like you have to take some responsibility. You're not a victim all the time. And I'm talking to a few people here, not just Laura. You're not a victim all the time. You have to take some responsibility in the whole situation and look at what you're doing and how you're contributing to the situation. And I'm only telling you guys this is because it's something I learned about myself, because I was, if you guys would have met Makeup Mobster and Leanna a few years ago, I wouldn't be even having this conversation with you guys. I'm only telling you guys this is because I went through therapy. I have a lot of good people in my life, like my cousin Nico, who just talks and makes sense to me and helps me through things like that. And help me make sense of me and like what I do wrong, and that is one of the biggest things and hardest things to do is to sit down and to look at yourself and go, okay, what's wrong with me? What do I do to contribute to these situations? And I knew exactly what I did. You have to. I'm just gonna scroll back here for a second because I saw sarcasm and sarcasm. I don't know what's going on with your son. Um, I hope you are getting answers. So sad. Thank you, sarcasm. I appreciate that. Right. You guys don't have to, that was something that was said to me when I was emailing with Diane yesterday. She's like, I don't tell my subs who to like and who not to like. I don't either. I'm not telling you guys don't go to this person's channel or don't go to that person's channel. There's people that watch both of us, and I'm totally cool with that. Like, great, more power to you. It's YouTube. At the end of the day, all of us are kind of here to entertain other people in a sense, So that's fine, do I think you watch different people for different reasons? Yeah, absolutely. Where'd my chat go? Sarah Cooter Smiles. Sarah got a lot of abuse. Sarah also put herself out on a limb. I mean, there was a lot of people angry with her because I think Sarah, is misunderstood. I think Sarah's such a good friend and such a loyal friend, that I think like, she goes to bat for you, and it made her not look like a good person because she's so fiercely loyal to her friends. Hi, Jaden. Biddix. Hi, hi, hi. Hmm. Oh, my finger keeps going on the screen here. Let me see this. Yes, Puss in Boots. I don't tell people. You guys, I welcome everybody here. Um, as long as you're cool and you're not nasty and mean to other people in the chat, I welcome everybody. Even when Sarah was a mod, she came in here and I completely was nothing but nice to her. Because I'm not gonna judge her based on who she hangs out with. Um, I just at this point I feel like a couple of people are just being a little hypocritical and it just doesn't look good. Because I don't buy we're making peace for the subs thing. I'm just not buying it. I'm sorry. It's just no. Because regardless of whether regardless of whether I like somebody or not, that you don't have to go into the listen to me. Like, who the fuck am I? You don't have to listen to me. If I don't like somebody, people are still gonna go in their lives, their chats, whatever, you know? It's just that when you're friends with somebody and then that friend understands and knows what this person did to you, like, me as a friend, I wouldn't go and be, like, cool with that person because, like, me as a friend, I'm not going to, um, befriend somebody who hurt you, put it that way. Thank you, thank you, sarcasm. My hair looks great, thank you. I need to get my roots done. I would do she told me to wait because 'cause I'm thinking of going back to brunette. Because 'cause I'm just kinda sick of it. I don't know what the hell I wanna do. Blonde hair is a pain in the ass to take care of. Thank you. Um, Blonde hair is really real first of all, it's expensive to maintain at the salon. Second, purple shampoos and all this other nonsense, and uh, it damages your hair. The reason I went blonde is because I have a lot of grays, and plus I just needed a change. It was like, I don't know. I never did anything crazy with my hair my whole life. I always just had like dark brown hair, so I was like, yeah, try something different. Feels good. Thank you, Kiki. Your live was good as well last night, and I just don't. Do I have allergies, Vern? Yes, very bad allergies. My nose is constantly like right now. Yesterday, I had to go on like a friggin' manhunt for some Allegra D. So, because the pharmacy was closed over here. Do ombre with gold. Do ombre with gold highlights. Well, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to kind of grow my roots out to kind of like make it a little more brown to make it like the transition, I guess. She did me wrong. It woke me up. Sorry, yeah. I mean, there was one night when you were upset and then I started laughing at you, like I was like hurt for you like that night. Cause I was like, dude, I don't care, um, you don't minimize other people's pain like that, you know? Do you see Lauren? Oh, about Kiki. Laura needs to stop feeding into it too, and I know her response is gonna be like, "Why does it have to be me?" and blah 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 blah. Listen, dude, somebody has to put the white flag up eventually. You know what is wrong with this? Not, I just want to point this out, okay? And I'm not like, hey, tooting my own horn or anything, but the cops came to my house, right? I stopped going live after that. All right. The biggest reason was because my husband was pissed off and I want to respect my husband because my marriage is going to come above anything else in this world. My son and my marriage are more important than anybody else in this world. My husband was upset, rightfully so. It disrupted our house. So to the people who did that, because you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. So thank you. But my marriage is pretty strong, so you're not that good. Anyway, but I stayed off alive, and then I kind of wanted to wait for everything to like kind of calm down and settle down a little bit. But the other part was that, like, I didn't wanna I probably could have gone back sooner, but I didn't wanna, like, contribute to the whole shit talking thing, and I took, like, a good month, off or whatever, and I really sat back as a sub and watched these chats, and I started to realize that the other side, our side, quote, unquote, was almost just as bad. You guys are getting just as bad as that side because it was like, Laura makes a live and goes off, and then you guys make a live and go off, and then you delete it, and then it's like people are there in the chat and they see it, and Laura's people are there, and you guys know this. I mean, eventually somebody has to take it down and just say, you know what, I'm not contributing to this shit anymore. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna wash my hands of it and I'm gonna walk away from it. Um, you know, it's not recently until I started like speaking about it because I have my feelings about it, and who did it, and who looks guilty to me. But eventually, like, I started to really see that, like, people, you guys are no better when you're, in Discord chats, writing, talking shit about her constantly and, making up these hashtags and blah, 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 like all this crazy shit. You see, Laura didn't come after me as hard. Why? Because I just shut my fucking mouth. And again, call me a coward or a pussy or whatever you want to call me. No, that's not what it is. It's just that I just don't want to, I don't need this shit in my life, dude. I don't like fighting with people. I don't have enemies in this world. I really don't. Um, so like, I'm not gonna keep going with it. There was no point. It's just gonna keep going up and elevating until it gets once again something else happens. Whoever was responsible for not doxing, calling the cops. We might never know, but I'm not gonna, me going on a live and just continuously talking shit about somebody is also not going to help. It's not gonna do anything. So, enemies are around the corner. I just don't understand it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Discord. I didn't even, and that was another funny thing. Like, I didn't really go in Discord. Every once in a while, I would open it up and just like see what people were talking about. And I got kicked out for some. Like, I never really typed in there because I'm like, I'm not. Again, I'm not gonna like this. I'm not gonna revolve my life around Laura and talking shit about her. Like, she's not going to rent that much space in my head. I'm sorry. So I just kind of was like, you know what? I open up every once in a while. Bored. I'm outside smoking a cigarette or on the freaking toilet. TMI. Sorry, but I do read my phone when I'm on there. And I'm just like, I was just like, oh my god, like these people are just nonstop talking about Laura. Like this is crazy. Like she's taking way too much of your guys' time up, okay? Um, and, I think Laura got I'm not saying Laura's not a bad person, I'm not saying she's a great person. What I'm saying is that you guys are like Laura I personally feel, and I might be wrong, um, knowing Laura because I was friends with her, I think that Laura was getting kind of riled up before they were doing these lives, and I think she is passionate about things, and I think that maybe she was trying to impress somebody to be accepted by them. I also think she was really hurt and maybe doesn't handle being rejected by her friends that well because she wanted everybody to be on board with what she was doing and we were just kind of like see you later. Um, so you know, I don't know. I guess the biggest message here though is to just look at like what you're doing to contribute to the situation. And I'm even going to use Ben as an example. Okay. Um, Ben has been known, and I'm not Ben, if you're in here or if you watch this after, I'm not saying this to be insulting towards you, but Ben, you've been known to like be a little crazy. I'm just gonna put that out there, when you go off and you're angry, you say some fucked up shit. Like, that's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that if you knew that previously about somebody, right? Why would you start up a relationship with them, get close with them, talk to them, and then ignore them? And then the person, because I saw Ben in my chats a lot and on my channel saying, "Hey, how come this person's not talking to me? What's going on? Like, I just want an explanation." You kind of brought that on yourself, you know? You did. Like, I'm not saying what Ben's saying is right because what he's saying is not right. You shouldn't go that hard on somebody, on a woman, but yeah, but I do understand his hurt feelings because if you get close with somebody and they start to like you and then you just blow them off and don't answer them or don't be straight and say, "Hey, listen, this isn't what I'm looking for." Like, you brought it on yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you like, what did you think was gonna happen to you when you started to ignore this person? Kayla, Renee, she didn't just ignore him. Well, I don't know what happened. I mean, I just saw him always asking what was going on, like, "Where is she?" And I think that's how it started, and then it probably escalated from there. Um, and I'm not saying, like, it's your fault what he said to you because that's his responsibility, but, like, you can't lead people on, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. He was scaring her. He was freaking her out. I understand that, but, like, how did it how did it get to a point where you started freaking the person like, I don't know. My whole point is that you knew that there was, like, something there that he does that. Why would you get the close relationship with him? That's my whole point. Because it's not like Ben freaks her out and it's like a shocker. I mean, Laura did say, kinda warn you that he's like that. So then why would you get close? You know what I'm saying? It's like, kinda like you knew that beforehand. So just, like, don't get that close with somebody that does that. And I'm not saying Ben's a bad person. He's a good, I think Ben honestly has a good heart. I think he just talk when he gets angry. He says some really fucked up shit to hurt Laura. I don't even know if it was to hurt Laura. I don't know if it was just like maybe I don't think she wanted to hurt Laura. I think she's just like curiosity because I was curious too at the same time. I was like, can we find out what this guy's story is? We never got like a really like I never understood exactly what happened between Ben and Laura that they got in this like crazy shit. I don't know. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't have let him so deeply into your life and shared like these intimate secrets, like, intimate things about yourself because what happens is guys, and this happens all the time. Sometimes men take that as a sign of like, oh, she's sharing things with me and she's sharing a life with me and she must like me then, and Ben might have misread this situation. Um, because it sounds that way when I hear him talk, and I have no reason to think that he's lying. Like I just don't. And as a, woman in your 30s, I mean, you should kind of like, I could see making that mistake in your 20s. But in your 30s, you should kind of know how the whole man woman thing says. And I'm not saying she deserved it. 'Cause I just want to get this straight. She doesn't deserve it. Okay. No woman deserves to be talked to, and threatened or whatever he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. But, um, I'm not saying that what he said was right. They're both wrong in the situation. That's how I look at it. You're playing with somebody's emotions, who has a tendency to just go a little extra hard at people. Don't go there. Keep you have to right boundaries. You have to set up boundaries with people. You know, um, You saw what he was doing to Laura. I mean, what made you think that that wasn't going to happen to you? I think that's what I'm trying to say. And I tried to warn her too. I'm like, "Yo, don't go so hard." Just I don't think Ben's delusional. I think Ben is Ben and, I'm not going to disclose his personal information. But again, it comes down to respecting if people have uh disabilities or issues or whatever, you have to take that into consideration when you're dealing with them. Taylor and I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I don't really know him. I'm just saying that prior to getting close with him, if you knew how he, went off and on people, you should have just kept your distance and not gotten so close. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? I'm not blaming anybody. Nobody's at fault. They're both at fault to a certain degree. That's what I'm trying to put forth here. Be careful who you're talking to and getting close with. Especially if they have shown, signs of whatever it is, being angry, being mean to women or saying really horrible things. It's kind of like you're looking at like a hot stove and you're like, "Ooh, let me touch it." Like, but it's hot. You're gonna get burned already. Why are you gonna go touch a hot stove? That's what I'm trying to say. Archie, no, we're not supposed to be psychics, but forget it. I'm not even gonna address that. That's so stupid. Just because he is in, and Laura's crazy for accepting, that back after saying he's a stalker. I mean, come on. I don't understand it. We didn't know until it happened, girl. Archie, I understand that, but maybe you didn't know. I think she might have known. I don't know. We were super close, Victoria's page. I tried talking to her. She wrote back to me 3 times that she was gonna write back to me and never wrote back to me, but instead was in other people's chats and doing lives and all this other shit. So I just said, "You know what? I give up. What am I gonna do? I can't force somebody to talk to me." Stephanie already knows. Yeah, and I'm not putting her down. I'm not putting her down. I'm just saying use your sense. Like, that's it. It's just a lesson. Learn a lesson from it and move on. They both need to move on from the situation. Okay, so if we don't know why is it a thing that we should have known, I'm sorry. Archie, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. It's like he has exhibited that behavior before towards Laura. Why would you Put I mean, how did I know? How did I know to warn her and say, "Yo, put the brakes on that a little bit," because I saw this kinda happening. I saw that he's gonna end up liking her, and I don't think she feels the same way about him. I don't think she's gonna end up feeling the same way about him, and it's gonna end up messy. So, if I knew, that's all I'm saying. Forget it. I always respected Marianne and even Mandy, but befriending MDL, whoops, after what she has done to MM is wrong. Everyone was mad at Laura when she befriended her, but it's okay for everyone else. No, okay, I 100% agree. Marianne, I see your messages. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just trying to tell everybody use your senses, man. Just use your brains a little bit more. That's all I'm trying to say. Stop being hurtful towards other people. I mean, here it is. Like, you're mad that I'm hurting you, but I mean, hello. I mean, yeah, yeah, because uh Victoria's page, I tried though. I tried to talk to her. I can't, like I said, I can't force somebody to talk to me, so I just can't. Sorry. Who's gaslighting? I'm not giving Ben attention. I'm just trying to explain a situation between two people that happened. I mean, whatever. I know there's gonna be like 300 lives about this. Go ahead. Share a link. Did they forget that? I'm just disappointed in people's, like, behavior lately. Like, I'm just like, and that there's a lot of people. There's people that I once respected, and I'm just like, why is everybody going crazy? I don't understand it. Stop being mean to other people. Like, why are we all fighting amongst each other now? It's all these, like, people are taking sides, and you can't be mad that people are like trying to rekindle with Laura, and then you do the same thing with somebody else. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. And like I said, if you don't want to talk to me because of it, fine, don't. But um Ash, who said I was being your buddy? Obviously you weren't listening. See, that's so immature and I just don't want to deal with it. I just don't. I'm not dealing with that. I don't want to deal with it. So see, like, why do you have that's so childish to say something like that. It's so stupid. Hold on a second. She'll do anything for views and controversy. Well, Mona Kay, that's another thing you have to kind of remember. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube that only do certain things because, whatever. Maybe they want attention, they want views, and you have to be careful of that when you're making friends. Ever Scott, who's gaslighting? Me? Thank you, Miss Family Tree. Ash, I only accepted an apology because I'm not gonna be a child. Wait, 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 wait. See, here's the problem right here, okay? Here's the problem. You guys can accept an apology from somebody else. But if I say to Laura, I accept their apology because I'm a grown woman and I'll accept somebody's apology if they took see Laura and I'm not gonna be friends with Laura anytime soon, just letting you guys know. But Laura on her own accord, okay, put herself out there and apologized. I accept it. I accept that she's sorry. But if you were here during the whole rest of the live where I explained it, I said that I accept her apology, but I'm not gonna be friends with her anytime soon because I really don't think she knows 100% why she's apologizing. Um, okay. But I accept your apology. But here's the thing. The other people got apologies because they were backed into a corner. Okay? They were forced an apology. And they're like, "Yeah, I accept that. That's great. Okay, we had to bring you on some guy's panel, scare the shit out of you, and now you apologize to us. Thanks for the apology. That's a very sincere apology. All right. In all reality, Laura did not have to get on a live and apologize to me. Nobody asked her to apologize to me. I wasn't soliciting an apology from her. So I'll give her credit for doing that. Am I going to be, kikiing it up and hanging out with her and, asking her how her dog's doing? No, I am not because she still hasn't changed her behavior. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So, why is it not okay that I accept somebody's apology, but I'm accepting it and I'm not gonna move on and be friends with her. I accept her apology. Thank you. Thank you for apologizing to me. I still don't think she 100% knows why she's apologizing to me, but thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day on your own accord and putting yourself out there. I do appreciate that. But when I got another apology from somebody else, it was like, let's just beat a fucking apology out of her. Who wants that? I don't want that. I don't need it. I didn't need an apology from Laura, and I certainly do not need an apology from anybody else. So she might miss my friendship. That's all right. We don't have to. Um, we don't have to. Forgiveness is about me. It's about me, okay? Because if I don't forgive people, then I'm not going to be able to mentally move on, and I'm not letting some asshole rent space in my head for that long. I've seen this. I like I said, I've been just sitting back and taking everything in, and I just can't believe some of the hypocrisy. Like, it's so mind blowing. You guys just witnessed it. You guys just witnessed it. I mean, no, I know I don't know an explanation to anybody, but I'm gonna give it to them anyway because I want people to understand. I'm not coming on here to, you know, be an asshole. It's just that, like, come on, people, let's grow up and start thinking like grown women, man, that we are. Stop with these bullshit lives, talking shit about everybody and where the whole chat's attacking the person and then, deleting it. It's like, stand by your fucking words, man. Stand up for what you're saying. If I'm going to stay here and talk shit, I'll guarantee you this live is going to stay up. It's going to stay right here. And so if anybody has a question, ooh, what did Mega Mobster say about me? Come here and watch the fucking video. You don't have to ask anybody. My words are gonna be right here. So I'm not gonna go behind the scenes and talk shit about you and talk shit about you. I'm gonna say it on here and that's it. You guys take it or leave it. Take it where you wanna take it. I just don't wanna be involved in the bashing and hurting other people. I don't wanna be involved in that shit. That's not me. No, thank you. People that don't deserve it, I'm sorry, but the things that Republican Ash did were not like, I mean, come on, guys. Talk to the girl. Did anybody go to Republican Ash and try talking to her? I don't understand it. Ash, who's saying you're the bad guy? Nobody's saying that. I didn't even mention you. Mention you. Becky Ferguson, yeah, the problem is behind the scenes because you got these Discord chats and everybody's talking shit in there. And it's there's different levels, and I'm not saying don't have Discord, but I feel like, that's the drama community is to talk about the drama. And I asked one day, what the hell is the drama community? What kind of drama you guys discuss? And I got an answer from Wendy, and it was just like, oh, we talk shit about each other. And I'm like, oh, all right. So that makes sense. It does make sense. Okay. She blocks you so you can't reason with her. All right, Archia though, but if she blocks you, then just don't give it attention. That's it. Just be like, okay, me and this person, we're oil and vinegar. We don't work. You like somebody got offended the other night, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I don't remember her name or what. I didn't know she had a channel. I didn't know anything about her, but she got offended because Republican Ash said on a live something about like mediums being bullshit, and I don't think she had directed it towards that particular person. But, like, there's a lot of religious people and just people in general that think that mediums are bullshit. Like, why are you if you're a medium, I understand, but, like, that that's that comes with the territory. Like, don't be so offended by it. Like, why are you so upset that somebody said that mediums are bullshit? Like, there's a lot of people that think that, and you really needed to go up on a live and confront her about it. Like, come on, girls, we're put our big girl panties on. Oh my lord. People are crying and getting so emotional about this. Guys, it's YouTube. Stop getting emotional about it. A lot of this shit could. Sorry, my husband just called me. I am live. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm just, guys, please. It's just let's stop acting like children. We're grown women. Let's stop doing these lives where we're hurting people and talking shit and just being really fucking mean, man. I think there is a bit of a gang mentality and a mob mentality because I'm sorry, 15 people didn't all of a sudden just, hey, out of the blue, decide that they like this person that they fucking hated for fucking, a year. Like, that didn't happen. I'm sorry. One person made up with that person and the rest follow suit. Why? Because I don't want to be the odd man out. I don't want to be not accepted by the group because the group's going to turn on me and start talking shit about me. And you guys will watch because I'm going to be the topic now. Leanna's going to be the topic of discussion. How dare Makeup Mobster say that? How dare Makeup Mobster do this? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna just like kiss everybody's ass and not be Liana, not be Makeup Mobster to make other people happy. That's just not happening. I'm sorry. It's just not. But five people, a group of people all of a sudden simultaneously at one time decided that they just all of a sudden like this person that they talked so much shit about for the last year. Dude, here. Dude, do you wanna buy the Brooklyn Bridge? I mean, come on. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying it. That's right, Purple Rain. Oh, hi, Purple Rain. I didn't even know you were in here. I'm sorry. I'm talking so much. I'm a whack job. Thank you. Like, again, go ahead and say I'm a whack job. Do you think that really bothers me, Anthony? I don't even know who the fuck you are. Carly, yeah, a lot of people aren't buying it. I see that. I see that in the chats. I see that in the comments. And these people were my friends, and I want to warn them, like, you guys are looking so stupid. I don't know how else to put it. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying you guys look crazy. You look crazy. You look wishy-washy. You look like you don't know how to stand up and just be your own person. I'm sorry, Megan Monster is not the only one that is making sense. There are a lot of people in this community making sense. Open your eyes. Thank you. Yes. I was called two-faced in my day. It was called two-faced in my day. I don't think that they're necessarily being two-faced. And like at this point, it's too late. Like there's no, if you go, like, there's no going back. I'm just saying that it just doesn't, it looks fucked up. Like it just don't look good. Thank you. Thank you. Marianne Perkins, great example. This fucking woman was dragged, on a panel and there was a person there who knew her story and knew what happened to her, and she just sat there while the person was dragged. And I'm I'm just like, say something, stand up for her. Why doesn't she deserve for somebody to stay up to her? She doesn't have a YouTube channel where she could stand up for herself. I saw the emails. I saw what happened to her, and it wasn't right. I'm sorry, it wasn't right what happened to her. And she's not the only one who went through it. And she has a right as a consumer to give her opinion about her experience that she paid money for. I'm sorry if it pisses that person off. I'm a graphic designer. If I design somebody for something and I give it to them and they're not happy with it, like, they have a right to say, hey, you know what? I paid Liana to do invitations for me, but she fucking sucked ass. You know, they have that right. I wasn't happy with it. Okay. Ooh, sorry. If you keep accepting bad behavior, it's just going to continue. I know one person, isn't gonna stop it, but why are you feeding into it at the same time? Why are you like advertising it and allowing it? I don't understand that. Smile for your screenshots. That's okay. Hold on, I'm trying to go down here and read. And I'm gonna have to end this in a second. And I apologize, guys. I don't wanna, start a whole big thing. If you guys have seen me in chats, like, nothing I'm saying here is really any different than anything I've been saying in people's chats. So you shouldn't be that surprised by what I'm saying, realistically. I'm just telling people, come on, think before you make moves. Think of other people's feelings, think of how it's going to make you look. Um, the things aren't happening to me that are happening to everybody else because I'm trying to not, like, put myself out there so much. Like, you don't have to respond to every, little thing. I'm getting it all out in one shot here. You guys are not going to hear me talking about this again. It's going to be done after this. If people want to unsubscribe, which I very much expect after this live, go ahead. It's not going to kill me. Just please be nicer to one another. Did somebody just Nate Did you ever cup a fart in your hand and bring it up to your nose? Nathan, I'm gonna have to say no on that, but my husband does try to throw farts at me sometimes, in case you're wondering. Amanda, because you can never be like that. It's hard to understand people who feel this way. Some more than sex and children who don't have an ability to consider anyone but themselves. Right. It's like me, 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 me. I'm hurt. Whatever. I'm crying. How is Em's doing? She's doing good, Long Island girl. She's doing a lot better. I hear a Doberman. I gotta go out and wait for the school bus. I'm gonna end this. If anybody wants to email me, you guys know it's megamobster@gmail.com. I apologize if I hurt your feelings in this. I'm just trying to speak the truth, and I mean, that's it. All right, I'm gonna end this. Peace. I don't know how to end it. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Oh, I didn't know you could do this. This is